us about the trees miracle, Steve.
The tree. When I was a young man, we rented out a manse next to the church. And there was huge camphor laurel trees all the way around the backyard. Well, my kids were playing in that backyard and it was boggy. It was always damp. There was no sun there because of the trees. So I prayed about it. God, I need to see those bottom branches of this tree gone. 2 or 3 trees, a couple of trees. And the bottom branches, these trees were huge, were rounder than a telegraph pole. They were huge. And so I prayed about it and I asked the pastor, can I remove those lower branches to let some light into my yard, to dry out the boggy mess that my kids were playing in? And he said, no, you'll end up dropping it on the fence. You'll end up dropping it and it'll smash the fence. All right, I just left it at that. And so about a week, 2 weeks later, I'm sitting at the kitchen table, tinkering with something, and I hear a wind come through the yard, like a whirlwind. Only a small one. It's probably only about 3 or 4 meters around. And it came through the yard and it touched nothing except the two limbs that I showed the pastor. I actually patted them when he was there. I said, I want this one gone and that one gone. I walked across and touched them both. Well, that was the only thing that this little whirlwind tore down. I got to the back door to see the first one fall, and I watched the second one fall. And I'm sure I saw hands in amongst that whirlwind. And then once that one went, the whirlwind lifted up and it was gone from the yard. I called the pastor. I said, the limbs that I wanted gone have fallen, and they've fallen on the fence. He said, well, you got your wish. Get a chainsaw and cut it up. I said, no, I haven't got one. Man said no, but God said yes. And they're the sort of things I've seen in my life, and I've seen many of them. That's just one of many. God answers prayer, and he moves in a miraculous way. And when man says no, God can say yes.